Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to Ozempic Friday, or my Ozempic reboot, whatever you want to call it, or my Ozempic weight loss journey. Look, I got my nails done. Don't they look pretty? I'm not a blue type person, but this is blue glitter. And I really like the way it came out. So, and my toes are silver glitter, so I'm really happy with that. But anyway, welcome to my Ozempic reboot. I'm going to be going live, I believe, next Friday, a week from today. And I'm going to be doing my Ozempic live, so I can show you how to use it live, answer any questions you may have live. And, you know, we can talk about weight loss and tips and tricks that you may have that I don't know about, that I may have that you don't know about. And I hope you can join me. It will probably be about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is where I am. I'm in New York, so I'm hoping that's right. But I think that's right. But it will be about 4 o'clock. So I would love for you all to join me that day. So I've already taken my Ozempic for today. I had to do that earlier today. And I've been on 2 milligrams. I've been on that dose for a long time now. I would say probably about 4 to 6 months I've been on it. This is my 39th or 40th week being on Ozempic. Now, when I started, I was 254 pounds. I am now not. I will tell you what I am, but I'm going to carry the suspense to the end. But I am now not that. And I've done really well considering. This week, I didn't do anything. So I am still 192 pounds, which means from 254 to 192, I've lost 62 pounds, and I am so proud of myself for that. I am in a rut right now. I can't get past this 190 pound mark, and I am trying my hardest, but we've had E. coli outbreaks here. There's been listeria outbreaks around by where we are and some of the foods and stuff. They mentioned cucumbers. You all know how much I like my cucumbers, and I can't eat them right now. So I'm not having a lot of roughage, and it shows. It shows on the scale. So the fact that I haven't gained or lost anything, I'm still okay with, because I'm not gaining. And that in itself is a blessing, and my measurements are shrinking. Now, I haven't done my measurements in a while, and I am going to be doing them, but I want to wait till I get into the 180 pound mark before I do my my measurements. I had to think about what that said. For some reason, my charger is not charging, and my battery went low. So excuse me for 1 second. Okay, now it's charging, so we won't die out. Okay, and now it's not charging, so I don't know what's going on. Yes, it is. Okay, sorry about that. Technical errors. This is what happens when you don't know how to edit a video and you're just doing one take and doing it live. So this week I'm going to tell you about Ozempic. I'm going to tell you about monjaro, wegovy, semiglutide, which are all in the same category. They're all S1 inhibitors, which means they slow down the motility of your stomach and keep you fuller longer, and that's how they work. Monjaro specifically and Ozempic are for type 2 diabetics. I am a type 2 diabetic. My A1C has gone from 7.2 to 5.2. No, 5.8, sorry. I'm not there yet. At 5.2, I'm at 5.8, which is really, really good. This is a drug you will have to be on probably for your whole life, and I'm okay with that too. So if I maintain my weight, if I lose a pound or 2 a week, I'm okay with that, because they say the slower the better, and then you don't get what they're calling monjaro face. And it's not really monjaro face. It's when someone loses weight very quickly, they become very drawn. When you go like that, and you get the saggy skin. Well, that will happen if you have bypass surgery, lap band surgery, a stomach, any type of gastrointestinal stomach surgery. It will happen with that. So it's not really monjaro face. I don't agree with that. But most of these drugs all have the same side effects, and the side effects are extreme fatigue, especially in the beginning. The first 8 weeks, I tell you this all the time, are really, really rough. You can have explosive poop, extreme constipation. You can have gallbladder attacks. You can have gastroparesis. You can have mental health issues. It can make you think bad thoughts. It can make your anxiety worse, your depression worse. I mean, it does have some serious side effects. I have not heard that the most serious one, which would be, not being here anymore, is a side effect of it, because before you get to that point, you would speak to your doctor about any issues you're having. Now, in the beginning, when you first start your Ozempic or any of these drugs, you're going to have what's called dumping syndrome, and that's when you eat, you will poop right out. But for some reason, these drugs still make you think that you're still full, even though it's coming right out of you. If you think you have gas, I mention this all the time. If you think you have gas, go to the bathroom. It probably is not. You probably have extreme poop. It happens in the beginning. You might have a few accidents here and there. It happens to the best of us. I'd rather that than the extreme constipation, because my system, when your gut is not right in either direction, you just feel sluggish. You just don't feel right. It's just really hard. So the extreme fatigue was very difficult for me because I have a lot to do. I am a very busy but not busy person at the same time. I think I have a lot of things going on in the brain. There are a lot of tabs open at any given time, and I'm thinking about what I should be doing, and it's exhausting. And then being exhausted on top of it, knowing that you have things to do and not being able to get them done, was really hard in the beginning. And I would complain to my doctor, and he would say, well, do you want to get off of this, or do you want to go back to a lower dose? You can always go back to a lower dose. You could always stop the drug if you're having severe side effects with it. Always speak to your doctor. They will guide you in the right direction. But if you have any general questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. You can leave them here on next Friday at 4 o'clock when I go live. You're more than welcome to join me, and I will answer any questions you have then. I am not a doctor. I do play one on TV, though. And I have a lot of medical knowledge. I used to do medical billing, and from being sick so often, I know a lot of medical terminology, and I understand medical terminology. So if you have any questions that I can help you with, I'd be more than happy to do that. Also, you might have sometimes when you plateau, you will have that with any diet that you are on, whether it's Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, even with stomach surgery, even, once you lose a big amount of weight, it will slow down. Sometimes it comes to a stop. Your body is just readjusting. Do not get worried about that as long as you're not gaining weight. And I don't mean like 1 or 2 pounds. That can happen. Weight fluctuates. Water weight fluctuates. Could be that you had Chinese food the day before and you're retaining water. That happens. So just know that these things are all very normal things to happen. Whether or not you choose to do this, it's up to you and your doctor. And whether or not you choose to stay on it lifelong is going to depend on whether you learned how to eat properly when you are on these drugs. You can be on a diet and learn how to portion sizes because you're not as hungry. You can't eat like a whole hero. Like at one time I was able to eat a whole foot-long hero. Now I'm lucky if I get 4 inches of the hero, and I take some of the bread off and do all that stuff. Some people I've heard can only eat like a grape and they're full. I'm not one of those people. I also don't have a stomach. My stomach was removed from gastroparesis surgery that I had in 2012. So should I be this size? No, but I am, and I'm working on it. And I'm 62 pounds less than I was, so I'm good. You know, you have to stay positive. You know that dieting sucks. It really does. And watching what you have to eat, and just as hard is gaining weight for some people, and I understand that. I wish that was my problem, but then I know people who have that problem and they're just as frustrated as someone who's trying to lose the weight. So, you know, everybody wants what they don't have. And, you know, you have to still be mindful of what you put in your body, what you put in your mouth. It's going to make a difference in how you lose weight, how you store fat, and things like that. I always give the analogy of like eating, you know, a Big Mac rather than an 800 calorie salad. You will be better with the salad and the vegetables and the roughage, because that will keep your system going. And always drink your water. Your water, I put Crystal Light fruit punch in mine. Always, I never deviate from that. And I drink tons of water. I never was a water drinker. I don't like water. But with my Crystal Light, I'm really good with it. And I drink now probably about 12, 16-ounce cups a day. And that will fill you up. So they tell you to drink and not eat at the same time. To drink first, then eat. Start with your protein, because you want to fill up on protein. That's the most important thing to do. Then have your vegetables, and then your carbs, if you're having any, at the end. Because you will eat less carbs that way, and if you're full from the water, you will also eat less. So try that out and see if that works for you as well. I know it helps me a lot. I can go all day without really eating too much, because I'm drinking so much water. And if you don't like water, you can try the flavored waters. Just make sure they don't have a lot of sugar if you're diabetic. My Crystal Light doesn't have any sugar in it. It's 0 calories, no sugar, and that seems to work for me. So if that works for you, then I suggest you doing that if you're not a regular water drinker. If you are a plain water drinker, good for you. I wish you all the success. It's just not me. Let's see what else. So like I said, I'm 192 pounds still, and I'm okay with that because my measurements are going down. My mom asked me today if I've lost more weight, because from behind my tissue looked a little bit smaller, and according to the scale it has, and according to the tape measure. We'll see when I get into the 180 pound mark, like 188, I will do my measurements again. So with that being said, I hope this was informative. I hope you had a good time. I'm sorry I'm filming so late, but this is the only chance that I had to do this. And be happy, be healthy, be blessed, and most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you. And that makes me so incredibly happy. Love you guys. You rock.